So, COVID still around. We got Omicron, we got Delta, next time we got another con, I don't know. But it keeps going on and it keeps affecting work environments and work cultures. So what are we going to do, right? Because what's happening is that people are kind of starting to get a little bit isolated, and you can't really have the same type of interaction on a Zoom call as you can across a table. Yes, you can kind of see each other, listen to each other, but you know what? The energy is not the same. And because we're human beings, and as human beings, we have this kind of emotional instinct and need to kind of connect with each other and be like in front of people and stuff like that, especially when we're communicating to kind of feel what's going on. Well, that does have an effect on our internal mental health, which you've probably heard as one of the buzzwords going on. So what do we do about it? Well, first of all, consider this, okay? So we have hybrid environments where now, you're getting to kind of go and meet some people, but you're still doing some stuff online and everything else. So the only way that we are going to be able to kind of move on, because, we can't actually be in front of each other all the time, or maybe you can depending on where you are in the world, but a lot of the organizations are still doing virtual working, okay? Work from home, work from some other places, and even organizations that have people working in different countries, it's still that virtual working. So how do we bring out the emotions and connection with people? Because that's really the key. It's that emotional connection. So, as you know, we are constantly looking to have some more meaning, purpose, and fulfillment in our life. Now, I am guessing that you probably, even though it's COVID, still maybe go to the mall, and even some cases where there's open cinemas, you can even go to the movies. How exciting is that? I mean, it's like a treat now. It used to be kind of a common thing. But all of these things are basically creating diversity in our lives that also kind of connect us with outside things. Because when you're stuck at home, no matter how big your home is, it still can drive you a little bit crazy, right? So we want to create gamified work processes. Now, I'm not going to go into the whole gamification thing, but I've got a lot of videos on work gamification and the whole steps on how to do that. But here's the thing, okay? What are the behaviors that are going to help to create more connection, okay? Because right now, people, honestly, they're just not really spending the time to meet each other like they used to, right? I mean, it's like, I got to get on Zoom and I got to call somebody, I got to set an appointment, all this stuff. It becomes a hassle and it becomes less spontaneous. And so therefore, people meet less. They only meet when they need to. While on the other hand, if you create gamified work processes where people need to connect and have a little bit of fun in the process of connecting and are rewarded for the kinds of behaviors where connection and innovation and engagement and coming up with, new processes and new ideas in order to improve the organization and, basically whatever it is that your job is, then now you're creating a different format, a different feeling, even if it's online. Now, how do we do this? Well, we're going to focus on the behaviors of that kind of thing. So what are some of the behaviors? Okay, first of all, spontaneously looking at or spontaneously finding reasons to just connect with somebody. Okay, without having special meetings, okay, and that means that you're going to have to come up with some kind of a platform where you can always be on, okay, and there's a lot of those out there. Even, for example, Zoom, you could always be on and people can just kind of come and see you, okay? Or you can create little situations where, we're going to just meet at this time every day. Okay, and it doesn't matter what the agenda is because, see, the moment that you have the agenda, it's all kind of like very structured and everything else, and it limits the potential for real creativity, real engagement, real connection, because you're just talking business, right? I mean, it's kind of, like sometimes when people get married out in the beginning, they're like, oh, my heart goes out to you, and it's so romantic, and here's a poem, and, all of these really cool things. And then like 10 years later, okay, did you pay the bills? Did you pick up the kids? Did you do this? Did you do this? It's like, it has a different feeling, you know what I mean? Okay, so what we want to create is the romance of human interaction, gamified by creating rewards and measurement for behaviors that support connecting with each other for the purpose of connecting and creating ideas and just basically getting to know each other and supporting the bigger picture of the organization rather than the job. Now, what is the bigger picture? Well, usually it's going to be, imagine if you gave your people the power to be a CEO for a day or even an hour, okay? And that's what you can do. You can call it being CEO for a day hour or, kind of thing. So people can basically come up with ideas, what they would do, how they would do it if they were the CEO of your organization. It doesn't matter if you're like Microsoft or like, some small organization. Okay, if you were the CEO, what would you do? Okay, what kind of things would you do? And getting that kind of stimulation affects your brain in such a way that you start to be more connected to the people around you, because they're also coming up with ideas and also may even come up with some really great ideas for your organization. So I hope this kind of little tip, kind of spontaneous little video helps you get some ideas. And of course, if you've got some better ideas, I would love to hear them. Put them in the comments below. And until then, this is Arthur Carmazzi wishing you great success.